Destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
Helldivers2 is another game that took me by surprise. 2024 is looking great already. Everything about this game is epic and immersive. I have no other words for it, from the graphics to sound design and gameplay.
Democracy's on its way. Found something.
It's more Starship Troopers than the Starship Troopers games. This game has something that keeps you playing more and more. When I'm at work, doing my daily tasks, I keep thinking from time to time to Helldivers2. And the fact that I can't wait to have an hour or two to relax playing it. The game has 4 types of special operations. Wink wink. Defend freedom, bug extermination, destroy automatons, and protect liberty. Each operation has all kinds of missions. I'll touch upon those in the full review of the game. What I'll say at this point is there seems to be great variety within those missions. You can play this game solo or up to 4 randoms or friends. It's very doable solo, and I recommend you do it this way at the beginning to learn the mechanics at your own pace. When you drop into a squad with level 15, you have no clue what the fuck is going around you most of the time or how all those objectives complete. You just tag along and get carried basically by people who know what they are doing. So I recommend you start doing things solo or with friends before searching for public games. You have no character creation in this game. Each time you drop, you are some other faceless soldier from your ship. This thing alone adds immensely to the immersion for me. But this doesn't stop here. Everything is seamless. Well, everything but connecting with other people. More on that later. You click play, have that cool cinematic that you can skip, then a shot with your ship that I believe masks a loading screen. Todd Howard could learn a thing or two about how shit should be made from these developers. Then you are on your ship's bridge. I love how you don't have a stupid lobby in this game, but actually things make sense. You don't sit in a lobby for 2 or 3 minutes pressing a button or two. In this game you choose a mission and then you physically drive to that location. If you have your matchmaking set to public, more people can be added to your squad, up to 4, and they physically jump near you with their ships and come to your bridge. Then you go to a big holographic globe on your bridge and choose a sector you want to start a special operation. On the right, with dark yellow shorts, you have the bugs, and to the left, with red, the Terminators I'm yet to fight. From what I can see, only one sector is active at one time, on each side. I might be wrong here, with multiple planets. You click the planet you want to spread democracy on and start searching for a mission. Once chosen, you go to your drop pod and wait for everyone to hop into their pods. Then everyone can vote for a drop point inside the mission. No idea how this works. Some people seem to have more voting power than others. Perhaps the science squad leader, I have no idea. Thing is, you can vote for a drop point, and it's cool. After that's done, your team selects the stratagems they want to bring to the mission. Those are all sorts of crazy things, from special weapons and stationary turrets to napalm and orbital strikes. Then you ready up, and when everyone is done, the actual launch of the pods takes place. This is why I said it's all seamless and epic. Listen to the sounds, man.
Pod launch initiated.
This never gets old, I tell you. As you load, you keep falling to the atmosphere of the planet. This is how Starfield should have done it. However, let's not speak of the dead. When you load, you actually drop to the ground, and what's cool about it, you can control the trajectory a bit, so you can drop on top of a cliff or on some building and so on. Each hit in this game is accompanied with carefully picked sound, or a camera shake. The sounds reminds me of Alien somehow, from the screams of your squad members to the bugs, environmental and gun sounds. Man, the gun sounds and the explosions, everything sounds great, and in each mission I've dropped I have never felt the game is lacking in the sound department. You have a minute or two of chill time after you drop, depending where you dropped. You call in your support weapons, supplies and all the good stuff. What's cool about this is all drops come from your ship, which is physically up there in the sky. All orbital strikes and shit come from that ship. This is why I say everything is well put up together and makes sense, and all those things add to the immersion. There is also friendly fire in this game. I got killed and I killed a lot of squad mates by poorly thrown grenades or an orbital strike when they fail to get out of range. Now, I love the controls. There is this clunkiness to the movements of your character and the target reticle. You have a circle that is where your bullets will hit if you fire, and the crosshair that is where you are pointing. The circle lags behind the crosshair a bit, depending on the weapon equipped. If it's a pistol, the distance is smaller, and if it's a heavy machine gun, the circle takes longer to align to the crosshair. This mechanics adds a lot to the gameplay, because having an artificial induced delay like this mimics a soldier in real life. I find it very cool. With heavy armor, you run slower and tank a few more hits, and with light armor, of course, you are faster but squishier. The minimap is also cool. Developers did a great job with it.
Mission at 30 minutes.
You bring it up by pressing tab and pan through it with right click. It feels clunky at first, but this thing also adds to the immersion. It's like you have a tablet you pull out from your pocket in search for your coordinates and mission objectives. You can easily place markers on it with left click for everyone to see. Everything about this game is over the top, in a good way. The screams in combat.
How about a nice of liberty? Get some! Get some!
Reinforcing!
Joining the fray.
The explosions and FX. The sounds and the humor.
Require you to be more heavily armed. That's the stuff. With the right stratagem, there's no defense democracy cannot penetrate.
There are a lot of planets to explore from what I can tell. I only had a couple of missions on only a few of them, and I didn't fight the Terminators yet, but the planets I've been to are very immersive, distinct with their own flora and textures and atmospheric conditions. Some are very colorful and they seem friendly and start, but others feel like a pile of shit you can't get out of. I say it in a good way, by the way. I love the feeling I get when I get dropped on a planet that's dark, with areas of green fog, strong winds and poor visibility. That gives me strong Alien 2 vibes. I had a hard time finding a squad at times. The game constantly tells me it found a squad, only to fail to connect. But the last couple of days it seems it got better and better, for me at least. I will touch on ship management and loadout section on the game in the review, but they feel mostly great. I wish all armor would have some stats attached to them. At the moment only the chest piece has an effect. Helmet and cape is purely cosmetic. And all this is like half the game for me, as I'm yet to fight the automatons. Those guys, from what I can see, are the opposite of the bugs. They shoot back, are heavily armored and flank you. I can't wait to start liberating planets on the red sectors, in my solemn duty of spreading democracy for Super Earth. All the chaos, intensity of the fights, pretty high difficulty ceiling and all the abilities you can use make the gameplay experience great. Stay tuned for a full review of the game. I want to progress a bit more to have a better feel of the game before diving deeper into its systems and giving it scores. Helldivers2 has an in-game shop with a bit of bullshit FOMO mechanics and free and paid bullshit battle pass. I'll touch on those in the review. What I will say is, so far this doesn't seem to matter because you can find premium currency on the planets along with some medals that help you progress in the free and paid battle pass. Oh, and I heard the paid battle pass doesn't expire like in all other games, so thank God for that, and I'm curious about how that's done. So I will have a definite take on the in-game shop later. If you reached this point of the video, thank you, I appreciate you sticking around. Take a look at some other videos on my channel while I prepare a full review on this game, and spread that democracy in the meantime. See ya.